All right, let's talk Mason Rudolph. A week ago, not even, Tim Benz of Trib Live, and, I totally respect Tim Benz. I totally believe whatever he reports most of the time, said that Mason Rudolph is quote-unquote open to return to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now it's come out from Mark Caboli of The Athletic that no, he is not open to come back to the Pittsburgh Steelers unless he gets no other offers anywhere else. I think that second one is a little bit more believable, but when you heard Caboli, when you heard Tim Benz, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm more inclined to believe that Mason would want out. Doesn't seem like there's a future for him. He's better than I think where he's at right now. I think he can earn a backup spot somewhere else. And just, we've talked about it before, but given the way the Steelers have kind of treated him this year and handled the kind of faux quarterback competition this year, signing Mason Rudolph and signing Mitch Trubisky and drafting another rookie quarterback, there's just really no future for him. Doesn't make sense for him to stay. I'm more inclined to believe that he wants out, and Godspeed to him, because I think he deserves a shot somewhere else.
Yeah, I think the final straw had to be when they refused to even try to trade him, when everybody and their mother needed a quarterback at the trade deadline, and they were just like, nah, we're just going to let him sit here and be inactive every week. No big deal for us. I agree. I found it very hard to believe. I mean, even reading Tim Benz's report, it gave me the feel of, yeah, Mason's open to returning if the only team that offers him a contract is the USFL. At that moment, I'll come back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But there's really nothing. There's no good relationship here. It doesn't feel like anybody except for Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky and Deontay Johnson, who's been an advocate for him for 2 years now, enjoy Mason Rudolph's presence in the locker room. Like, the coaches don't seem to be on his side whatsoever. From day one, he's been shunned from the city of Pittsburgh. I mean, it started off with Ben Roethlisberger saying, nah, I don't want to teach this guy anything. And then turning into, oh, you're getting benched for Duck Hodges, and now a fake quarterback competition this past year twice, because they did it to him when Kenny went down with a concussion as well. Got to get out of here. I think just for your mental health, get out of here. Even if you are a third-string quarterback somewhere else, go be a third-string quarterback somewhere else. Don't be a third-string quarterback in Pittsburgh. It's not worth it. Now, for the Steelers, I think it screws them, because I think that was the easiest decision you could make, is to get rid of Mitch Trubisky and bring back Mason Rudolph. Brings that comfortability back with you for half the cost. Now they're sitting there like, well, it's got to be Mitch now. We can't get rid of Mitch Trubisky, even though we're going to spend starting quarterback money, veteran quarterback money, on a guy that's not going to play a snap this season. Bad move for the Steelers, I think, there, but good for Mason Rudolph. Do you think he gets an actual shot to compete for a starting job this year, or do you think he's just going to head somewhere where maybe somebody gets hurt?
Probably not. He's probably a career backup, which there's nothing wrong with that. He'll make a lot of money and have a long career doing that, and good for him. But yeah, no, I can't think of a situation where someone both needs a quarterback and Mason Rudolph is better than who they already have.
Do you think that there's a shot that he pulls an AJ McCarron and that the XFL is so good that next spring he heads to the XFL?
I don't know. I mean, the XFL has been an entertaining product so far, but I don't know
I've enjoyed it.
I don't know about the quality of the league quite yet.
I don't know about the quality, but I think AJ McCarron could be a trailblazer of guys who probably could start in the NFL, because AJ McCarron has never played bad.
He started a playoff game, didn't he?
For the Bengals. Yeah. He's never been a bad quarterback. He's a career backup. Mason Rudolph and him kind of give me the similar vibe. I think if Mason went to the XFL or the USFL, he'd be the MVP season after season after season. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to take that pay cut? I don't know. But if you realize this season that you're not getting a starting job anywhere, and chances are you're never going to get a starting job anywhere, maybe head to the XFL and say, hey, I'm going to go play for the Rock and make, I don't know what they make in the XFL. Can't be a lot of money. A couple $100,000.
No, it can't be more than that. Yeah.
No. And I'm saying like top tier, like your best quarterback. AJ McCarron's probably making more money than anybody in that league. And I would say at most he's probably making $300,000, which, I mean, if you're Mason Rudolph and you just made what, $10 million,
why not
go sign one more deal for $5 million, get pocket $15 million and go play in the XFL for 2 years and then come back and do it again. I mean, you're
Right.
what, 27 years old?
Right. Yeah, and he's a white quarterback. Like, he will find
Yeah.
his way back to the NFL if he wants to. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way if Geno Smith hung around this long and was, I mean, I get that Geno Smith was good, but he was really bad before this past year.
right.
If you're Mason Rudolph is way better right now than Geno Smith was before this season. So you want to come back, you can come back. AJ McCarron's going to get job offers this summer. It'll work out. I think Mason Rudolph might be the second trailblazer to make the XFL actually last for the Rock, which they are. Shout out to Hines Ward, who got his first win on Saturday, 31 to something. It was good to see. I didn't like how it ended the first game. That was the whole like not an onside kick thing. Wasn't a fan of it, but
Yeah.
it was good to see him get a W for Steelers Nation over here. All right.